Gold Coast takes to the road with a special travelling roadshow. Good evening, I'm Greg Hughes. Interstate and international tourists are about to get a unique taste of the Gold Coast courtesy of a travelling roadshow. The roadshow, put together by the Gold Coast Visitors and Convention Bureau, will travel to country centres throughout Queensland as well as to other parts of Australia and overseas. The first destination earmarked for the show is New Zealand.
Shoppers and store owners at Marina Mirage got the first taste of the travelling roadshow entitled A Day in Paradise. Put together as a 23-minute stage show, the performance takes spectators through a typical day on the Gold Coast, well, typical for some at least, starting with the very popular aerobics classes, working their way through breakfast, and then of course a couple of hours down on the beach. The first part of the show wraps up over lunch. The show aims not only to promote the coast itself, but also, being presented along the lines of a fashion parade, gives local designers and retail outlets an opportunity to have their own goods showed off to perfection. A group of 18 business people will take part in the first roadshow, aimed both at the travelling public and the travel agents.
We're educating both the consumer and also the travel trade so that they know all the changes, because the Gold Coast just keeps updating and changing, and we don't want people to come complacent. We really want them to keep coming back and seeing just how great it is.
The first roadshow destination will be New Zealand, a market already captured by the Australian tourism industry.
The reason why we're going back to our traditional markets is they're the ones that do keep coming on holidays, but we don't want them to forget, just because they might have been here 5 years ago, that they can't come back and there's new places, new attractions, new places to stay, everything like that. So they're still a very strong market with us.
A unique part of Australian sporting history will also make up part of the show. Peter Conrad and his mechanical surfboard will give the Kiwis a chance to test their skills on the board without getting wet. The show will travel through supermarkets around the country during the 10-day tour of Auckland, Hamilton, Christchurch and Wellington.